back against the net. Gervasio got right in on the knuckles on that swing. Former teammates with the Bridgeport Bluefish. That's where Gervasio was before New Britain. 2015 and 16. 35 major league games with the Astros 2009 and 10. He fires almost. Oh, it did hit Dotel. Thought he was going to be able to turn out of the way, but he could not. And I believe it bounced off the elbow somewhere on the arm, but he jogs to first. And he appears to be fine this time. Franco moves to second on it, and the Revs with 2 on for Ryan Dent. And what was nearly their second hit by pitch of the night, but Justin Trapp was ruled to have fouled one on a bunt try when he was hit back in the first inning. Now here's Dent. Gervasio deals, swing and a fly ball to left field, but he got it off the end of the bat. Jared James back a couple steps, now comes in, makes the play, and that is out number 2. Put a good swing on it, but hit it down toward the end. Dotel had a couple things, I think, to say to Gervasio on his way to first. Former teammates, as we said. It looked like it just glanced off the elbow. He seems fine. The two-seamer in. Kept running in until it found him. Now here's Nina with 2 down. Gervasio, who slings it. Very unique delivery. And just missed up and away on the first one. The throwing motion looks like it hurts. My elbow hurts watching it. He steps open with his front foot. Here's the 1-0. And a slider bends across for a strike. Nina hit one deep to right, but flied out. His first at bat. Revs trying to chip away further here. 4-2 New Britain here in the 4th inning. On the 1-1, swinging a bouncing ball softly to short. Moreno charges up, gloves, and he can walk towards second and underhand it to Galvez. Dotel had slowed down. He might not still be playing at 100%. And once he saw the shortstop field it, he stopped running about halfway. No runs, 1 hit, 2 men left. We go to the bottom of the 4th tonight. Still 4-2, New Britain.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with Tropical Shaved Ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by...
This is Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
4-2 New Britain as Corey Walter misses wide. First pitch of the inning on Joe Pilecki, number 9 hitter who leads things off. RBI single in the second and scored a run. Pitch is lined the other way and a base hit for him again. Out over Nina's outstretched arm at second. He's going to try to dig for two. Trapp heaves it in. Pilecki beats it with a hustle double. I think Trapp thought it was going to be a single. He double pumped, realized Pilecki wasn't stopping, and then had to heave it from right center. And even with his strong arm, Pilecki beats it. He ran on a couple of good arms out there. Trapp in center and Dotel from right, had he been the one to field it. And Pilecki, who came in tonight 3 for 24, hitting 125. He is 2 for 2. Leads off with a double. Tejeda will come into the grass at first as Darren Ford is the hitter. And he does square. Bunts it in the air, and Tejeda coming in next to Walter will catch it on the fly. Ford's attempt to bunt Pilecki over goes up in the air and goes up in smoke. Just to the first base side of the pitcher's mound. Tejeda hustling in to catch it on the fly. One down, and now Bijan Rodemaker, the hitter. He is flied out deep and hit a bullet to right that was caught, so he's hit it well both times. Came in hitting 345 against York. They have not figured him out. First pitch fastball, that's over for a strike. He had a good game last night. He was 2 for 4 plus a walk and scored twice in last night's game. Now the 0-1. That misses high, like a changeup. Take a look at our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard tonight. And with Southern Maryland losing last night, Revs went into sole possession of first place for the first time since July 15th of last year, which was 6 games into last season's second half. Tonight, the Blue Crabs do lead Sugar Land 2-0 in the 5th. Brandon Compton besting Dallas Beeler so far. Pitch is just high. Boy, he's had a lot that have been right over the plate, but apparently a little bit up. And once TrackMan is being used full-time in games, I don't know that those are balls. 2-1 on the hitter. Walter the stretch. Deep breath, delivers. Misses high, 3-1. Long Island leads Lancaster 5-0 at the end of 4. Joe Iorio against Kyle Davies. Somerset and High Point scoreless in the 5th in North Carolina. Ryan Cushmall against Dusty Isaacs. 3-1. It is high and away. And Walter falls victim to his second walk of the night. Rodemaker, who's hit .269, but he's 8th in the league in on base, tied for 7th in walks. That is his 38th. Does have a good idea of the strike zone. That puts 2 men on for Jason Rogers, who is 4 for 6 in this series, 2 for 2 tonight. And he had arguably the biggest hit in the 4-run second inning. 2-out, 2-run ground ball single through the left side that doubled the output for the inning. Pitch from Walter, breaking ball rolled toward the middle. Dent dives, can't reach it. Seeing eye single, Pilecki being sent, he'll score. 5-2, and Jason Rogers is 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs. If he rolls it just a bit to the left, it's a dead double play ball, but it finds the middle. Out of the reach of Dent's dive, and a seeing eye ground ball single extends the lead. Walter just hasn't had a whole lot of luck tonight either. I was about to say in my opinion, the other biggest hit of that second inning was Tyler Clark's broken bat hit, which scored the first run when Walter was up on him 0-2. He's given up some well-placed bad luck hits tonight as well. Here's Jonathan Galvez, who takes up and in. Galvez is popped to second and hit into a fielder's choice at short. First and second, a run home. Now the 1-0 and a bouncing ball at third. Franco cuts it off, goes to second. Nina guns the turn to first just in time to nip Galvez. And off the bat, I thought it was going to have to be Dent at deep short, but Franco was able to reach it, extending well out to his left with the glove on the second big bounce. He starts a 5-4-3 double play, but a run scores on 2 hits. 1 man left, 5-2 New Britain as we go to the 5th.
Looking for a drool-worthy auto loan? Hello, I'm Sue DiStefano, President CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. Give Fido the ride of his life in a new car, truck, or SUV. With an interest rate as low as 3.49% APR and flexible terms, we can make it happen. Speak with a loan officer today or apply online at firstcapitalfcu.com. First Capital, putting you and your county first for 65 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
To the 5th inning, 5-2, New Britain leads it. Sam Hervasio, if he pitches well and holds the lead, could be the pitcher of record. Akil Morris only went 3. Long way to go, though. Zach Sullivan will lead things off. First pitch swinging, and he bounced. Lined out to right his first time. We thank him for being our guest pregame tonight. We'll get the archive of that posted online. If you missed it, pitch is swung on and missed. Breaking ball from Hervasio, who features that slider. Kind of a slow frisbee-like pitch from that slingshot delivery. He throws it again, and Sullivan squibs one, spinning to first. Rogers picks up and flips late, and it gets away from Hervasio up the line, and Sullivan will get on first and stay there. Alvaro Rondon, coaching at first, points there, says get on and stay. And Zach Sullivan, who looked like he might have beaten it out regardless, has an infield hit. And Rogers came away from first. Ball was spinning like a top sideways. And he picked it up, flipped to Hervasio late. And as Sullivan was arriving, Hervasio could not hang on. And here is James Skelton back at the top of the order. Skelton a double and a home run tonight. He has been the offense. I'm not sure if Sullivan ran into Gervasio or if the pitcher just took his eye off of it with everything going on over there. Maybe looked over to see if he could beat the runner, which he could not. Pitch to Skelton. It's down low, changeup. And Pilecki is in on the grass at third in case Skelton tries to drop one down. Skelton started the game with a first pitch double and scored, then drove himself in with a home run in the third as Gervasio steps off and fakes a throw to first like he was going to submarine it between his legs like a center hiking one. Now steps off, stares over. I think the Revs dugout is claiming that should be a balk based on the motion. And I'll tell you what, with the new rules, if Ryan Benson behind the plate and the other two out there are not enforcing it appropriately, nothing is going to make the coaching staff more angry than that. And here comes Mace, who wants a direct word with the plate ump. Some additions to all of this came down yesterday, and you can no longer disengage only, and you can no longer fake without completely stepping off. Your foot has to be behind the mound, and Mace is not buying the way that they interpreted that move. And that dugout has a way better look. Mace with the finger held up as he makes his point known. It's almost as if to say, you miss that one more time, we're going to have a problem. Now the stretch, Sullivan leads, the 1-0. It's across for a strike. But I was about to say that third base dugout would have a much better look than we would all the way up here if that foot went totally behind the rubber the way it's supposed to. Pitch to Skelton, misses wide, 2-1. And Skelton, the home run was his 8th. Third straight game with one. And he made sure the Revs set a new record as a team with 13 straight games homering. 2-1, he takes down and in. So the count in Jimmy's favor. Justin Trapp is on deck. Revs down 5-2 here in the 5th. Gervasio holds. Sullivan was dancing, doesn't go. Pitch is low. Skelton walks again, and he is on base for the third time in as many trips to the dish tonight. Revs have their first 2 on this inning. And here comes Justin Trapp. Tonight is a sac bunt and a ground out. Skelton's 43rd walk of the year, the league's 4th most. And he doesn't even yet have enough plate appearances to qualify for the average rankings and on-base rankings. Got to figure that's coming, though. Pitch to Trapp is over for a strike. And in fact, Skelton, his 30th walk in his last 28 games. The Revs have the league leader as well, and Nash, of course. Here's the 0-1. Trapp bunting, and it hit fair, but spins foul over on the first base line. It hit the grass fair, but spun right off across the base path. About halfway down. It's 0-2. He could still do it again if he'd like to. One of the new rules, the ability to bunt foul once with 2 strikes. Here's the stretch. And Hervasio to the plate, and he does square, and he gets it down. Hervasio in, he's going to throw to third. He throws it up the line. Sullivan scores, Skelton being waved. He's going to score for the third time tonight. Throw comes into third and skips all the way past into home plate, and Trapp makes it to second, and it's 5-4. Still no outs here in the fifth inning, and 2 runs scoring on the bunt. And Hervasio, he came in, the bunt was right back to him, but Sullivan was going to be safe at third anyway. And his only play should have been to first, but he spun through to third and then compounded it by letting it airmail all the way up the line. Here's Nash, Trapp at second, the tying run, and a ground ball smacked foul down past Polo at third. Now the Revs within a run, it is 5-4. 2 runs this inning and still no outs. Nash has flied out and grounded out. Now the stretch from Hervasio. And deals, and a swing and a pop-up foul. Rogers from first, lumbering toward their dugout. It hits the dugout roof. 2 strikes to Nash. It has not been a banner inning defensively for Hervasio, who missed the feed at first on Sullivan's infield hit. He would have beaten that anyway. And then throws it away on Trapp's bunt. Here's the stretch. And the 0-2 to Nash. It is inside, a changeup missing. Going to be a bunt, fielder's choice, and then throwing error. One and 2 to Talbot. And his buddy Hervasio delivers and just missed outside. And Hervasio stares in, wanting it. That hat tilted upward. Again, he and Nash have a little mano-a-mano thing going on. Now 2-2. And the pitch to him, swing and a miss. Got him to wave at a slider away this time. And that is the first out. Before that strikeout, Talbot had been 2 for 3 off Hervasio this year, both being home runs, also a walk. But that is out number 1. Here's Tejeda, who's 0 for 2. Ground out and a fly out. And Hervasio steps off. Quick little flinch back, staring at Trapp. How about Skelton? His 3rd run scored tonight. 5th Revs hitter combined the last 2 games to score at least 3, and he's now scored 32 in his last 28 games. As Tejeda asks for time and takes a step out. The Revs trying to come back tonight. Led wire to wire last night. Trapp dancing away from second. Pitch to Tejeda, hit in the air, left field. James started back, now comes in. It's shallow, and oh, it's caught by the shortstop Moreno, who collides with James, tosses it back in on the collision, and what a play that was. And Moro Gazzo, the skipper, athletic trainer Andy Machino, both starting out to make sure both are okay. And they are. It was A misread from James initially, who started back, and then Moreno from short going way out on a sprint. Had to make a fantastic over-the-shoulder grab. And James, who was there if needed as well, couldn't get out of his way. Moreno tried to sidestep him, bounced off of him, went down, tossed it back into the infield almost backwards while he was going down. They both hit the grass. Both are up and fine, though. James needed no attention. They did ask Moreno if he still knew where he was. And both will stay in the game. And what a fantastic play by the shortstop after James' initial first step may have cost him a chance on it. Here's Franco, and Gervasio delivers over the inner edge, a called strike. Franco 1 for 2 tonight. Tying run trap still stands at second. Pitch to Franco, a swing and a dribbler foul by the first base dugout. 2 quick strikes. Had Trapp at second with no outs. Gervasio's gotten a strikeout and a pop-up against the 3 and 4 hitters, the men who are number 1 and 2 in the entire league in OPS and total bases. Nash and Tejeda. Gervasio not doing it the easy way this inning. He deals and misses outside 1 and 2. Revs down 5-4 here in the 5th inning. As they queue up Hoosiers on the video board. Here's the stretch. Got some real clappers up here in front of us. The 1-2. And a line drive base hit to right. Trap at third, Polo sending. Rodemaker, the throw to the plate, beats him, and he's tagged out on the head-first slide. Logan Moore tags him across the shoulder as he went in head first. And that'll end the inning, and the Bees still have the lead. Carlos Franco a single to right, but Rodemaker able to charge straight in and get everything behind it. You had to send Trapp with his speed. But Rodemaker, perfect throw. 2 runs in the inning, 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left. Go to the bottom of the 5th. Mace heading out to talk with the crew chief, John Grasso, between innings about all those step-offs and whatnot. Revs trail 5-4.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day, on your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
Want to give your child the best birthday ever without hosting, planning, or cleanup work? Book a York Revolution birthday party at Peoples Bank Park. Parties include 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Kessler's hot dogs and pizza, goodie bags for all guests, and Penn State Children's Hospital playground wristbands. The birthday child gets a custom Revs jersey and throws out a first pitch, and the whole crowd sings happy birthday before the party enjoys a customized Revs birthday cake. Birthdays at a Revs game. Best birthday ever. Details at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
This is Isaiah Tejeda. You are listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sport Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in your, first in sports.
Revs still down 5-4. Jared James leading off the home 5th. Corey Walter misses inside. Bijan Rodemaker, the throw from right, nailing Trapp trying to score. Trapp's thrown out 9 himself this year. Pitch to James is over for a strike. Curveball from Walter to even things up. James 1 for 2. He started the 4-run second with a single and scored. Pitch from Walter, that's inside, made a move back. Get to dusk here in Connecticut tonight, a little past 8 p.m. Walter fires, breaking ball, and he bends another one back for a strike. So both strikes here on James this at bat have been curveballs of the backdoor variety, and now James with something in his eye needs a moment. Mace was out talking about those pickoff moves between innings. I'm not sure looking at him that he was satisfied with what he was told. Pitch is outside. Walter trying that backdoor curve again, but missed this time. A full count to start the inning. And the payoff pitch. He threw it again, and James fouls it back. Walter's thrown it 4 times this at bat, and he throws it on 3 and 2. Now try it again. And a fastball line just past Walter and into center. It's a leadoff hit. James 2 for 3. The Bees with their 10th hit. And off the bat, the direction that was headed, I thought Walter had no chance to get out of the way. I thought it was going to hit him right in the midsection. And somehow he matrixed himself out of the way, and it just got past him. Fortunately. But the leadoff man is on for the 3rd time in the last 4 innings. Yeah, here's Logan Moore, who's 1 for 2, singled and scored back in that 4-run second, which has accounted for the bulk of the damage tonight. First one here, it's another backdoor curve to a lefty, and it's another strike from Corey Walter, and another hitter who is wiping up at his eye in between pitches. Moore now looks down at third base coach Chuck Stewart for signs. And the 0-1, breaking ball, and he bends another one across. Walter does. He gets ahead with 2 in a row. And now the 3rd time through the order, he is really relying on the hook. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball, loop to shallow right. It falls in. James to second, stops there. Back-to-back singles, and it's 1st and 2nd with nobody out. And Fletch not happy. He goes down the dugout steps, and I wonder if he didn't like the pitch selection there. They threw back-to-back curves to get ahead and then tried a 3rd one in a row. But Moore was ready for it and dunks a little bloop single into right. So the first 2 on both corners come in. Rando Moreno, who bunted earlier tonight, twice in fact, will show it a 3rd time, and he bunts foul. Franco on it quickly. Foul ground from 3rd. Moreno a sac bunt in the 2nd. And so far this inning is set up exactly the same way. Singles from James and Moore. He had a sac bunt then, and then bunted for a single in the 3rd. Both corners are in. Here's the stretch from Walter. Moreno squares. Pitch is down and in. He pulls the bunt back with... Oh no, both corners charging all the way in, and third base was left totally uncovered, and Jared James takes it. It's a stolen base, his 4th. And I would have to assume that Franco should have been staying at 3rd. Dent the shortstop all the way out by second base. And with one corner charging, Franco coming in as well. Third base left totally unmanned. So now it's first and third. And the 1-1 pitch, a swing and a tapper, slap the other way. It crawls through into left field. James in to score. It's 6-4 New Britain. And immediately that miscue costs the Revs a run. And New Britain, 12 hits. And it feels like about half have been of the seeing eye variety. Now, once it went to first and third, the bunt was off, and Moreno just shortened up and tapped it the other way, and of course it finds the opening right between third and short. First and second for Tyler Clark, and he may be bunting. And he does square and bunts it hard back to Walter, who backhands, throws to third, gets the out there. Now, the attempt unsuccessful, and a nice play by Walter. That thing was bunted hard, harder than some swings produce, and Walter had to get down off his follow through and backhand it before it got past him. If it got past him, they'd have had a world of trouble. Now, there is the first out. Now, Walter really has not had any luck tonight. All those seeing eye hits. Here's Joe Pilecki. First pitch up and in. That's a ball. Even the Logan Moore hit this inning. I don't think Fletch liked the pitch selection, but even that was a bloop that fell. On the 1-0. It's up and in, off speed. And Pilecki, the number 9 hitter, he came in tonight hitting 125, 3 for 24, but has an RBI single and a leadoff double, and has scored both times. On the stretch, the 2-0, swinging a foul tip into the mid of Skelton. Pilecki let it rip there. Walter went right after him behind in the count. Challenge fastball. 6-4 New Britain here in the fifth. Revs scoring twice on the throwing error by Hervasio in the top half. Bees come right back with a run. The 2-1, swinging, it's fouled away, right side, out over the seats. And in the top half of the inning, Revs drawing within a run and had the tying run at second with no outs, but could not score him. And just like that, instead, the Bees respond with a run. And a bit of a swing here in this fifth inning. Now the 2-2. Breaking ball up and in. Pilecki ducks underneath of it. No full count. Now Walter the stretch. Payoff pitch. Moreno runs, and it's swung on and popped in the air, foul down the first base side. Tejeda gives it a look, but it's back amongst the bushes down at the end of the seats, just in front of their playground area. A little surprised they ran there, although they do have the lead, so you can be more aggressive. On one hand, it's the 9th place hitter who came in 3 for 24, but on the other hand, he is 2 for 2 tonight. A catalyst in this one. Hasn't struck out a whole lot. Walter ready again. Another full count offering. They run again, and it's grounded toward third, but foul again. Right down to Chuck Stewart in the coach's box. Put it in his back pocket, and Franco messes with him. Reaches in, takes it right out of there, and tosses it into the Revs dugout. Joe Pilecki, the pride of Quinnipiac. He had been in the Atlantic League with Bridgeport 2012, 15, and 17. Walter sets. And again on 3-2. Runners go. A half swing. He went around. Skelton throws to second. Nina has to knock it down. It's a strikeout and a double steal. And now the first base ump. Are they calling catcher's interference? Or batter interference on the throw to second? Because if that's the case, Clark would be out. Mesa's coming out wanting to know what's going on. I think the plate ump, Ryan Benson, telling him he can't come out. Mesa's going to stand halfway. Moro Gazzo is out right now from the first base Bees dugout. Tejeda's confused. Walter's upset with whatever they called. I think Walter's not happy with anything right now, and I don't think he's happy with Gazzo coming out. I think he thought it was a clean strikeout. Tejeda now having some words with Gazzo. Not sure what they're complaining about. Well, the batter is out, and they're going to let it stand, so no catcher's interference, which I think is what Gazzo came out to argue, that Pilecki should have been safe, and everything that did happen, aside from the argument, before the argument, is the result. Strikeout and a double steal. And Nina at second, he was late getting to the bag, but he had to get down and knock that throw down to make sure a run didn't score. Skelton throwing to the trailing runner, taking his chances to get Clark, but it's a double steal on the strikeout. Here's Darren Ford with 2 outs. Curveball from Walter, bends across for a strike. Second and third, 2 outs. Now the umpires, after the first pitch, decide to get into the right position across the diamond. What a night they've had so far. Ford 0 for 2 with a walk, and now he asks for time and backs out. On the stretch. Corners are in just in case. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball outside corner. Ford with good speed, and even now with 2 strikes, you have to have in the back of your mind, might he try to squeeze? And the corners are going to stay up. Tejeda on the opposite side has both feet on the grass. There's the stretch from Walter. 0-2. Ford lays off. Breaking ball missed away. And the idea of being able to bunt with 2 strikes, talked about it last few days. I think MLB wants to see if they can force some small ball back into the game. But here's another potential impact. With 2 strikes, you still have to play in. And that could open up more singles, which is another thing that I think MLB would like to see more of. 1-2, swinging a chopper toward the middle. Nina at second, he's there, gets the high bounce, fires to first, and the inning ends with no first. Scores on 3 hits, 2 men left, and we'll go to the 6th inning tonight. New Britain on top, 6-4.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission again, and this time I have things on my mind, like warranty and service after the repair. You already know Broadway Transmission has been part of the community for 67 years at the same location. But did you know that in that time, your county has seen many transmission shops close its doors, like
Amco,
Atomic,
Clutch and Go,
Dr. Transmission,
Cotman,
York County Transmission,
Winters,
Goodlings,
Lee Miles,
A1.
What grinds my gears about these closings are the customers are left with no warranty. Stop! Don't make that same mistake. Broadway Transmission has over 40,000 transmission jobs under our belt, and we are still here today standing behind our famous 3-year warranty. We kid around a lot on our ads, but nothing is funny about having no warranty when you need it. Avoid that risk with the only smart choice in all of your county and stop by Broadway Transmission today. Broadway Transmission will get your ship together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Picking one thing over the other can be hard.
Toast or avocado toast.
Ooh, 4 or 5-inch heels.
But with Pick Games from the Pennsylvania Lottery, drawn twice daily, picking's as easy as 2, 3, 4, or 5. Plus, add Wild Ball to any Pick game for even more chances to win. It's simple.
Hey, what'll it be? Give me a pick 2, please. Oh, and add Wild Ball. I'm feeling pretty lucky.
Play Pick Games today from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
This is Jamison McGrain. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 98.9 FM, 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 6th inning tonight. Revs trail 6-4 now. They've inched back and then have seen the deficit swell bigger again as Hervasio misses up and away. Wellington Dotel leading off. He has singled and been hit by a pitch by his former Bridgeport teammate. He swings here, comes up empty, and it's a ball and a strike. Dotel, Dent, and Nina due up. The wind and the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Got him reaching at a slider. The Revs, a first inning run, fell down 4-1 in the second. Got one back in the third, 4-2 on Skelton's homer, but New Britain patched that run back on in the fourth. Went up 5-2, up 3 again. Pitch to Dotelis, swing and a miss. High fastball from Hervasio. And that is out number 1. And in the fifth, Revs scoring twice on Hervasio's throwing error, getting to within 5-4. Had the tying run at second, no outs. Couldn't score. Trapp eventually thrown out trying to score on Franco's single. Here's Dent. He looks at a fastball strike. And then in the bottom half, New Britain, again, they get one of those runs back, keeping York at arm's length. Here's a line drive lashed to left center. Base hit for Dent. And James over to handle it. He fumbled it. Picks it back up, though, and fires in quickly. Dent will hold with a single, but he's 2 for 3. Back-to-back games with multiple hits for Dent. His 19th multi-hit game of the year. And a one-out base runner for Nina. He is 0 for 2 tonight. Revs with their 8th hit. And the first pitch to Nina. That's across for a strike. Six for the score here in the 6th inning. Nightfall beginning to set in here. Tomorrow we play at 1:35. We'll be on at 1:15. Pitch to Nina, that's outside. It'll be Sam Burton making his second start tomorrow. Went 3 innings, 2 runs the other night. Actually 3 1/3. Here's a swing and a miss. Hervasio goes slow and gets Nina to fan on it. 1-2. Rainy Lara for the Bees tomorrow, 5-6, 5.20 ERA. All ready, 1-2, and it's fouled back up over the roof. And the Revs back home on Monday night, opening a week-long homestand. Sugarland comes in. Monday is a hunger-free Monday presented by United Fiber and Data to benefit the York County Food Bank. Tuesday, Wellspan Sports Medicine Silver Sluggers. Pitch is swung on loop to shallow center. Ford coming in, faked the catch initially, and he'll get there anyway. It hung up for him in shallow center. He runs it down. And Dent back to first with out number 2. Wednesday, 11 a.m. Camp Day, presented by UPMC, featuring fun, interactive, educational stations along the concourse. And then after an off day Thursday, the Bees come to York next Friday. Big weekend. Here's Zach Sullivan, first pitch. It is over for a strike. Sullivan tonight, 1 for 2. Infield hit last inning, leading off and scored. Revs down 6-4 here in the 6th. Pitch, it is just off the plate away. Good eye. Now Hervasio in his 3rd inning here tonight. 1-1. Swing, and it's fouled back. Out of play. Hervasio now 34 years old. 15th pro season. Dominican native. He sets the hands, fires. Lined the other way, foul into the seats. Sullivan will hang in there a bit longer. Another 1-2, and a swing and a miss. Fastball gets him. Hervasio pumps his fist on the follow through. 2 strikeouts in the inning. And the Revs turned aside in the 6th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Here tonight in Connecticut, it's the Bees 6, the Revs 4.
Hey, Revs fans, as if being a season ticket holder wasn't already awesome enough, did you know that another perk of being a season ticket holder is you get a VIP restaurant card good for deals and discounts at 6 participating restaurants? The VIP restaurant card is good at these restaurants: Venice Pizza and Restaurant, 15% off order for dine-in or takeout. Revival Social Club, 1 free dessert per person per ticket per visit. Fuddruckers, 15% off total purchase. Viet Thai, 10% off your order. Friendlies, 20% off your order. And Iron Horse York, 10% off your entire meal on home game days and $5 off entrees on non-home game days. Lock in your 2019 Rev season ticket plans today. Call 717-801-HITS or visit YorkRevolution.com. Great baseball, great fun, and a VIP restaurant card? Now that's Revs time.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
This is JP Sportman. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Hoping to get JP back before too long on our Wellspan Sports Medicine Injury Report. Melky Mesa got good news a couple days ago back home in York. Could be back in the lineup next weekend. with his hand. Sportman on the DL with the wrist. DJ Jenkins, the broken finger. Dustin Richardson out with the elbow problem. That's your WellSpan Sports Medicine Injury Report. 6-4 New Britain here in the bottom of the sixth. Then Corey Walters stays in. He misses high. Curveball on Bijan Rodemaker leading things off. Facing him for a fourth time. Pitch is right down the chute. There's a strike. 2, 3, 4 in the order. Rodemaker has had a couple of hard hit outs in the outfield and a walk. Now the 1-1 and a slider over for a strike. Walter is at 88 pitches now. His most this year, 99, back on June 24th. He fires, and a swing and a high fly right center, hit pretty deep. Dotel is over, deep in the gap though, and he is there. Couple steps short of the track still as Rodemaker sent it skyward into the twilight, and Dotel had it all the way. One down here in the sixth inning. It's the third time tonight that Rodemaker's hit one well toward the outfield, but has made an out. Here's Jason Rogers, 3 for 3, 3 singles, 3 driven in. 2 on 1 in the second, and then a 1 RBI hit in the fourth. He fouls the first one back here. And it'll just get above the overhang and stay up top. Just over to our right. No balls and a strike. Revs are being out-hit tonight, 12-8. There's the 0-1, swing and a miss. Good cutter from Walter, disappearing down and away. Alrighty, he kicks, delivers, breaking ball, grounded foul. Ooh, off the hands of Chuck Stewart coaching at third. Good effort, though. Last night, the Revs out-hit the Bees 17-9. Pitch, swing and a miss. He got him on the slider. I'm sensing that after the frustration last inning, Walter might have asked to stay in, might have wanted another one. And he goes 2 up, 2 down, kind of like Duke last night, although Duke had the lead the whole time, but Walter an out away from finishing 6. It's his third strikeout of the night, first time that he's gotten Rogers. And here's Galvez, first pitch fastball, a little high. Walter's gone 6 innings once, and it was in a loss. Gave up 4 runs June 24th at Southern Maryland, a 5-1 loss. Here's a slider that's over for a strike. He's gone 5 in each of his 3 wins. 1-1, slider, grounded left side, that'll find the hole, base hit. Galvez thumbed it, he was jammed, didn't get much, but rolls it through for their 13th hit. And his first tonight, he's 1 for 4. And that'll bring up Jared James, who tonight has 2 of the hits. 1 of 5 Bs with multiple hits already. James 2 for 3, 2 runs and a steal. And there goes Galvez. First pitch strike, thrown out is high. Dent tries to leap and yank a tag down, but Galvez in on the dive. So he's into scoring position, stealing his second bag of the year in 3 tries. He used to steal a decent amount, double digits. That is his second this season. 0-1 on James. Walter will try to make that steal a moot point. He's ready. Fires home. Breaking ball missed high and away.